the Bilstein Caterham Road Sport Championship, which is competing in tomorrow. Her first race due at 8 AM UK time. Ginetta Junior is coming out onto track then. Let's see who Ian was able to catch up with a little bit earlier.
Yes, somebody just like that. It's the final race of the day here at Zandvoort, and one I've been very excited to do, the Ginetta Junior Championship. And it's Rocco Coronel, actually, who's kind of running away with things at the top. He's had 9 wins this season. He goes off from the front of the grid. But I wanted to come down and have a quick chat with Scott over here as well. Scott, can we have a quick chat, if you like? You've been on the podium a few times this season. What are you expecting from Zandvoort?
Yeah, you know, I don't really have so much expectations. Yeah. I'm just trying to do the best result that I can and, yeah, just take home points for the championship.
What's it like being part of the Ginetta Junior grid?
Yeah, you know, it's still a big championship and loads of cars and very good racing. So it's very good for racecraft and just learning how a car works, and yeah, it's a great championship.
Can I ask how old you are?
14.
14? What? Scott, best of luck. That's unbelievable. Sorry, just quickly, I bet that's like when you're at school and stuff, and people are like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Yeah, I'll take my Ginetta out. Do they believe you?
Yeah, no, they do, but I'm not there so much, so I'm usually out racing, so don't get too much school time.
Scott, good man. Thanks for talking to us. Really appreciate it. 14 years old. Yes, of course. Ginetta G40s, 14 to 17-year-olds. Let's just move a little bit further down. Hopefully we've got time to have a quick chat with Jarrett Clark down here as well. Jarrett, how are you? It's good to see you. And what have you made of Zandvoort so far?
Yeah, it's a really good track. It's different to some of the tracks in the UK, and I've enjoyed it a lot.
Where's your favourite bit of the circuit around here?
Probably turn 3. The
banking, yes.
Yeah.
Everybody says that, don't they?
Yeah.
Where's your favourite circuit in the UK?
In the UK, maybe Alton Park.
Alton Park, okay. It's quite a technical circuit and quite narrow, so that could do you quite well here around Zandvoort.
Yeah. It's well, Alton's just a really good, fun, technical circuit, different from the others, so yeah, I really enjoy it.
Excellent. Look, good luck in this race. Thanks for talking to us. We really do appreciate it. Yes, time to get going for our final race of the day. So, Dave Goddard, take it away, my friend.
Thanks very much, Ian. Yes, time for our final race on day 1 here at Zandvoort. A little earlier finish than usual because, of course, in the Netherlands we are an hour ahead of the UK. So the grid for our Ginetta Junior race, these drivers aged 14 to 17 years of age, in identical 100 brake horsepower Ginetta G40s. It is Rocco Coronel, the local hero here in the Netherlands, who is on pole looking for win number 10 of the season alongside number 18 of Torin Byrne. Second row 27 Alfie Slater, brother of Freddie Slater, who's currently trailblazing in international single-seaters, and Scott Kinlindblom from Sweden, number 8 alongside him. Row 3 51 Fred Green, winner of the Ginetta Junior Scholarship in the winter, starts alongside 53 Ethan Carney. Row 4 83 Reevy Lake, and 25 George Proudford Nelder, the Australian. Row 5 34 Max Cuthbert starts alongside 55 Jarrett Clark, just heard from him, the Anglo-Australian driver. Row 6 32 Ethan Lennon, and number 3 Raul Zanzaren from Spain. On the 7th row, number 7, which is Felipe Reis from the Netherlands, and 17 Max Murray. On row 8 we've got 75 Colin Cronin from Ireland, and number 5 Emilio Valentino del Grosso, he comes from Belgium. Row 9 73 Harry Bartle, alongside him is number 22 Josh Watts. 10th row 95 is Noah Young alongside 40 Josh Henry. Row 11 we've got Matthew Chiwara, number 21, he comes from Zimbabwe, and alongside him number 11 Henry Cameron. Completing the field Katrina E, number 13, she's from Hong Kong, so a very international field of young racers out there. Normally this championship supports the British GT Championship. They've been to Donington Park, Silverstone, Alton Park and Snetterton already this year. After today they will have rounds at Brands Hatch on the Grand Prix circuit, and finally at Donington Park in October. But it has been a pretty dominant season so far for Rocco Coronel. He's taken a 6th in the opening round at Donington, and thereafter took 7 consecutive wins at Silverstone and Alton Park, 2 wins at Donington, then 3 at Silverstone, 2 at Alton, was second to Fred Green in race 3 at Alton Park, and then again in race 1 at Snetterton, won races 2 and 3. The other winner this year in round 1 of the season was Alfie Slater, the brother of Freddie, the single-seater star. Fred Green, the scholarship winner over the winter, is the son of Nigel Green, ex-Formula 1 stock car world champion. He's chosen to race on the circuits instead of following in his father's wheel tracks. So Rocco Coronel in the Red Bull car is on the pole, looking for win number 10 so far this season. Torrin Byrne in the white car with the green and black mismatched mirrors there alongside. There's an identifying feature. He's only 9th in the championship with 2 podiums so far. Second row, number 27, that's Alfie Slater, the grey and green car, alongside the number 8 of Scott Lindblom in the Red Bull colours. Fred Green in the white and black car with the red stripes on row 3, alongside 53 Ethan Carney in the red and black car. Those are your leading runners to look out for on this 23 car Ginetta Junior grid. The majority of them rookies, only 6 drivers with previous experience of these cars. That's Torrin Byrne, Alfie Slater, Ethan Carney, Colin Cronin, Josh Watch and Josh Henry have raced in previous seasons. Drivers as young as 14 years of age out there. Green flag waves at the back of the grid then. 20 minutes, the first of our 3 races this weekend for the Ginetta Junior Championship here at Zandvoort. Red lights are on, revs are up, and away they go. Can Rocco Coronel take a win at home? He's made a good start. He's son of Tom Coronel, the long-time touring car and GT racer. He's got the lead. Fred Green moves to the outside towards that first turn, trying to go around the outside of Scott Lindblom in the second of the Red Bull cars. Nice steady start into that first turn at Tarzan. They're all rounded okay, so leading the way as they come up towards Hugenholtz for the first time. It is Rocco Coronel. Looks like it's Torrin Byrne has held second position. Alfie Slater is in third. The cars going low, including the yellow car, the number 5, Emilio Valentino Del Grosso. Could be a challenge here from Alfie Slater for second place through Slotermacher for the first time. He goes through into second position. Nice steady start for these young racers. Most of them making their first moves up out of the world of karting. Certainly put on a good turn of pace. Plenty of prizes available with Ginettas as incentives to move up into the Senior Ginetta Championships, as the 53 there loses a spot. That's Ethan Carney, the red car, 3 wide as they go into turn 9. They know no fear at all, these young racers. Putting on some great action already, and this is just the first lap. Challenge on again for second. Alfie Slater's got it done this time, and coming through as well is Scott Lindblom. I think that is up into third position. Side by side all the way down the pack. Number 11 there towards the back is Henry Cameron for Fox Motorsports. 23 of Rocco Coronel driving for R Racing out in front. He's pulling away from Alfie Slater in second place, his teammates. Third place is Scott Lindblom, so it's an R Racing 1, 2 and 3 at the moment. Fourth place is Torrin Byrne, then Fred Green rounds out the top 5. Green, the nephew of Jamie Green, the ex-DTM driver among others. Single-seater star and now a Formula 1 circuit PA commentator as well. He's one of the voices of the British Grand Prix this year, Jamie Green. 27 Alfie Slater in second place, and battle is on here. 34 of Max Cuthbert on the tail of the 25 car. That's George Proudfoot-Nelder, the Australian. Tyres squealing as they throw these cars through into Tarzan for the second time. Rocco Coronel leads the way by just under a second ahead of Alfie Slater in the Bayliss and Harding sponsored car, the cosmetics company, headed up these days by his father Adrian Slater, long-time Porsche racer, very successful in the Porsche Carrera Cup among others, and the Porsche Club Championships too. Now concentrating on his 2 sons, Freddie and Alfie Slater, in their racing careers. Rocco Coronel still leads the way though. Lindblom in third place. Torrin Byrne, Fred Green, George Proudfoot-Nelder and Max Cuthbert battling for 6th. Then Jarrett Clark, Reevy Lake and Ethan Lennon rounding out the top 10, as still these 2 coming at it a little bit further down the top 10. Proudfoot-Nelder and Max Cuthbert, we said they were slugging it out. They certainly are there into turn 9. This is great stuff. A lot of these drivers have not raced at Zandvoort before, so just learning the circuit. Here's the fight for 6, and it could be 3 pretty soon, because closing up on them there is the 55 of Jarrett Clark. We heard from him in the assembly area. He likes Alton Park. He says it's his favourite UK circuit. He should like Zandvoort because it's a similarly undulating, swooping circuit. Here come the back markers, Katrina E from Hong Kong at the back of the field. There, a bit of dust being kicked up on the outside of Kumho Corner. There's the 32 car, which is Ethan Lennon for pace performance. Somebody running wide onto the gravel there. Good save, couldn't quite see the number of that car. Possibly the number 73 of Harry Bartle went wide there. Rocco Coronel's been reeled in, now it's a train of cars for the lead. They're right on his tail. New fastest lap for Fred Green in 4th place. 75 there. Colin Cronin, the Irishman. Been a kart racer since the age of 12, now moving into car racing. Leaders running a little bit wide there through the banking. They explore the lines of Zandvoort. It's still Rocco Coronel looking to continue his family's legacy. His father Tom and Uncle Tim have raced very successfully across Europe in the past. Tom Coronel, of course, a star in the World Touring Car Championship for Seat, among other things, over the years. Freddie Slater, well, he's Alfie Slater, Freddie's younger brother, putting him under real pressure here. Scott Lindblom in 3rd place. There's Fred Green and Torrin Byrne, who started on the front row, now back in 5th. His first race for the Ginetta Junior Championship. The first 5 have broken away slightly, and these two still at it for 6. Max Cuthbert and George Proudfoot-Nalder. Jarrett Clark in behind them. Somehow Rocco Coronel soaking up the pressure, looking for his 10th win of the season. Out onto the Hans Ernst Bocht they go once again. There could be a change for 2nd there. Yes, Scott Lindblom's got through into P2. Still these two side by side for 6th, if they're tied together with a piece of string, isn't it? A couple of cars running wide there onto the curb in the background, exploring the track limits. Not anybody getting any penalties. 55, Jarrett Clark up there as well as again. I think that's Bartle running wide there. Bit of bumping there further down the pack as well. The number 5 was involved there of Emilio Del Grosso, and 3 wide for the lead. This is more like it. They've been watching the Caterhams, these 3. Scott Lindblom goes into the lead as they head down into Tarzan for the 4th time. Still over 13 minutes of this race to go. There is Del Grosso and the 22 on the outside. That's Josh Watts. Saw them bouncing around coming into Luyendyk, the final corner. Now Lindblom briefly had the lead, but he didn't manage to hold it. He's back to 3rd again. He must have gone wide. So it is Rocco Coronel back in front now. It's Slater in 2nd place. Lindblom is 3rd, and Fred Green on their tails. Resisting the urge to put the bumper in, which his dad would do in his F1 stock car, Nigel Green. It's the young man from Leicester looking to get onto the podium here. He's 2nd in the points at the moment. He's had a couple of wins this year as Lindblom back at the inside. The Swede will take 2nd place, and here comes Green. Oh, he does clip the back of Scott Lindblom down the inside. That was almost a stock car style move. I didn't mean to do that literally, Fred Green. Scott Lindblom holds that 2nd place, side by side for 4th now between Slater and the 18 of Torrin Byrne. He's making the move up on the outside, but all this is allowing Rocco Coronel to get away. Into Hans Ernst Bocht they come. It's the Red Bull cars 1 and 2. Scott Lindblom in 2nd place. Freddie Green is now up into 3rd. He's ahead of Slater. Still the battle for 6th going on behind them as well. Keeping it Nice and steady in the pack. They're a little more spread out further back now with 11.5 minutes to go. Fred Green moves across, Lindblom moves to block him. They could be 3 wide here in the Tarzan. Alfie Slater is going to have a go round the outside. Lindblom late on the brakes. Green goes for the wider line. Slater will try and get the cut back. Of course, the harder they battle, the further behind our race leader Rocco Coronel they will fall. Cuthbert still battling with Proudfoot Nelda for 6th and 7th places. There they are. Cuthbert in the pink and grey car. Clark is 8th, Reevy Lake in 9th position, and the number 7 of Felipe Reis, the local man, is in 10th. Here's a scrap further back. This is the number 3 of Raul Zundaran, the Spanish driver, ahead of 53, Ethan Carney. The 7 ahead of the 32, that's Felipe Reis, Ethan Lennon and Colin Cronin, the Irishman behind him. As up the inside, Torrin Byrne takes 4th place away, I think that is from Scott Lindblom, who immediately snatches the place back again. Green and Slater side by side. It's all chop and change in the battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. And Rocco Coronel will be looking in his mirror and loving this, because thinking, well, if you're going to all take time off each other, I'm going to escape at the front. Fred Green now in 2nd place in the 51. Great stuff. Just past half distance in this one. There's the fight between the 3 and the 53. This is for 13th place, Zundaran and Ethan Carney. Carney qualified well up in 6th place, but has dropped back. Coronel leads. Everybody else line astern behind him. The gap is 1.85 seconds now over Fred Green and Alfie Slater. Lindblom, Byrne, Cuthbert closing up as well. There's Reevy Lake moving through on the inside in the number 83 car. Very high up there through the banking, 1 or 2 of them. It is Reevy Lake ahead of the 55 now of Jarrett Clark. They're fighting for 8th position. Felipe Reis behind them. Here's our leader, still Rocco Coronel. Everybody else trying to be 2nd. Lake in the 83 for Elite Motorsport, been running Ginettas for many years. They've got 5 cars out there in this race. But for drivers as young as 14, 15, some of them fresh out of karting, this really is very impressive racecraft indeed. Coming around the outside there, the 73 will be up on the curb. 73 of Harry Bartle battling with Max Murray, the Scotsman, in number 17. Just in behind them is Emilio Valentino Del Grosso, the Belgian of Italian descent. Nice to have a go at the inside. He could get past both of them there. Just about holds it together. Oh, and a tangle there. The 95 goes around. That is Noah Young, the Performance 1 car. Hopefully he'll be able to recover. Over 7 minutes of this race to go. 25 car to the inside is George Proudfoot. Now this is the battle for 7th now. Reevy Lake having a go. Certainly coming on stronger in the 2nd half of this race. Max Cuthbert, I think, has got ahead of Torrin Byrne there as well for P5. So he's finally broken out of that battle with George Proudfoot Nelda. There go the leaders. And yes, Cuthbert in the pink and grey car is up to 5th. Still Coronel leads by 1.5 seconds over Fred Green and Alfie Slater. Rocco looking good for a win on home turf. It'll be win number 10 this year. He's 110 points clear in the championship, so he's the champion-elect already. Certainly looking to follow in the wheel tracks of his famous family. 18 Torrin Byrne looking to wrest 5th place back again from the 34. Side by side, the 25 of Proudfoot Nalder and Reevy Lake in the 83 goes through. The Aussie dives back towards the inside. He'll retake the place through turn 9. It's easier to pass there, I think, at turn 9 of Ginetta than we've seen in the Caterhams this weekend. Don't forget, a whole day of racing coming up tomorrow. We begin at 8 AM with the Bilstein Caterham Road Sport Championship. Race on right through till around 4 PM. And running wide there, the 55 of Proudfoot Nalder on the grass. Might lose a place or two as a result of that, but as he recovers, he forces somebody else onto the grass there. Couldn't quite see who that was. They're still side by side as they come through 11 and 12. And he forces him wide again and wallop into the tyre wall. Oh, it's the 32 car. That's Ethan Lennon has hit the tyres. Look out, those behind as he recovers. He's got it going again nicely. Fair bit of damage to the bodywork though. Well, I think George Proudfoot Nalder didn't realise the 32 was there. He didn't spot him in his mirror as they came through the Hans Ernst Bocht, and into the tyre wall he went. He'll head for the pits. This battle continues. 25 heads this group. That's for 7th place. That is George Proudfoot Nalder. Yes, the 32 car heads for the pits. Great shame for Ethan Lennon. Still your leader is Coronel. Leader's a little bit more strung out now. Only slightly. George Proudfoot Nalder still there in 7th place. He's got Reevy Lake and Keith Cronin on his tail. Colin Cronin, I should say. Sorry, Keith Cronin is a former British rally champion. Apologies there. There is Colin Cronin in the yellow car. Towards Chevlac they come, side by side. George Proudfoot Nalder is absolutely fearless, isn't he? So on the back of these is Felipe Reis in the number 7, up on the curb there as they come towards Masters Corner. And down towards turn 9, they're trying to go 3 wide through there, a bit of a lock-up. Ooh, that could have been dicey. Reevy Lake nearly went straight on into the gravel. There go the leaders. Still Coronel, Green, Slater and Lindblom, your top 4. This is the main battle at the moment for 7th place. Half a dozen of them going at it. Side by side, further back in the order. It's looking good for Rocco Coronel, and a spin there, coming through turns 11 and 12. Now, who was that? A little bit of debris goes flying coming out of turn 12 as well, so a little bit of needle creeping into the closing stages of this Ginetta Junior Championship race here at Zandvoort. Through the banking, the leaders already into the pit straight with 3 minutes of this race to go, so I think we'll be 2 more laps, including one that they've just gone on to. Still Rocco Coronel who leads it. Ethan Lennon's damaged car in the pit lane. Trying to see who that was. I think that might have been Reevy Lake who got spun out there. Yes, it was the 83 who went around coming through the Hans Ernst Bocht. Top 4 head line astern through the banking at Hugenholtz. Running up very high was Torrin Byrne in 6th place behind Max Cuthbert. Now, are they biding their time here? Are they doing what the Caterham drivers do and waiting till the last lap to attack Rocco Coronel? Second group still headed by George Proudfoot Nalder. It's Felipe Reis now up in 8th place, Colin Cronin in 9th, and it's Jarrett Clark back up into 10th, ahead of Rosendaren and Ethan Carney. Well, they're not waiting till the last lap because Fred Green is right on the rear wing of the leader's car now, and Alfie Slater goes to the outside into turn 9. Cuts it back in. They're now getting ready to attack. They know next time around should be the last lap. Can Rocco Coronel soak up the pressure for another lap and a half? 27 of Alfie Slater, getting ready to make a move maybe on Fred Green for second place, and Coronel will be thinking, yes, you fight each other, I'll pull away again. Battle further back between the 11 of Henry Cameron, Josh Henry in number 40, that's for 17th place. It's still 4 cars line astern for the lead. They're coming round to start their last lap this time. In this first of 3 Ginetta Junior races this weekend, it's the Red Bull liveried car of Rocco Coronel who holds the lead ahead of Fred Green, Alfie Slater, the positions that they echo in this year's championship. Scott Lindblom is 6th in the points behind Joe Smith, who's not racing this weekend, and Max Cuthbert. Here they come down the straight now. Fred Green's ready to attack around the outside. I think Slater may have just clipped the back of Coronel there as he's going to try and go through the middle. He's very, very late on the brakes. He clips the back of Coronel again. Green's trying to go all the way around the outside. That's Tarzan. This is terrific stuff. Very, very close indeed. These are the GT racing stars of the future. Potential single-seater stars of the future as well. And Fred Green nearly misses breaking point altogether there for the banking at Hugenholt, nearly at the back of Rocco Coronel. They head out towards the back of the circuit. Once again, we're in for a grandstand finish here to our final race of the day. Coronel's pulled away a little bit once again as a result of Green just locking up there. Slater went wide, but he's still third ahead of Scott Lindblom in the number 8 machine as they come up towards the back of the circuit for the final time. Out of Chevlac towards Masters. 5th place behind them, it's fifth place is Max Cuthbert up onto the tail of these. Torrin Burns in 6th. 5 of them for the lead. This could be any one of these 5 for the win out of that final corner. Fred Green had a look there into turn 9, but he wasn't close enough. Rocco Coronel from Fred Green. Scott Lindblom to the inside at turn 10. He'll try and snatch a podium place, but it could all change out of the final corner. Lindblom and Slater absolutely door handle to door handle for that 3rd place. Still fights going on down the order as well. The 11 and the 40 of Henry and Cameron battling it out. Leaders through Hans Ernst Bocht for the final time. First 2 have broken away very slightly from Slater in 3rd. Lindblom is 4th. Cuthberts could snatch a podium if with a bit of luck. But is Fred Green going to snatch a 3rd win of the season, or is it going to be 10 for Coronel? Are we going to have a Netherlands winner on home turf here at Zandvoort? They're coming up towards the final checkered flag of the day. Through Luyendyk they come. It's now or never for Fred Green. Can he get into the slipstream and snatch the victory? The checkered flag is in sight. Coronel moves to defend. What's Green going to do? He's not quite going to get there. Coronel wins it just ahead of Fred Green, and Slater got 3rd on the line from Scott Lindblom. Rest of the pack make their way home. Plenty of side-by-side moments all the way down the order, just like we have seen in the Caterham races today. The winning margin 0.089 of a second. Rocco Coronel makes it 10 for the season ahead of Fred Green. Alfie Slater 3rd by 0.071 of a second over Scott Lindblom. Bit of damage there on the 95 car of Noah Young further back. We saw him in a spin earlier on at Hans Ernst Bocht. The rest of the cars make their way home. Provisional result then. Rocco Coronel takes win number 10 of the Ginetta Junior Championship season and extends his championship lead over Fred Green. Alfie Slater in 3rd, then Scott Lindblom in 4th. Max Cuthbert a fine 5th. Torrin Byrne taking 6th, and a gap back to George Proudfoot. Now a wild race for him in 7th. Felipe Race 8th. Colin Cronin and Raul Zundaren complete the top 10. Then Ethan Carney, Jarrett Clark, Harry Bartle and Emilio Valentino Del Grosso complete the top 14. Behind them were Max Murray, Reevy Lake, Josh Henry and Henry Cameron had a good scrap for 17th. Then Josh Watts, Noah Young and finally Katrina E. We lost Matthew Chiwara into the pits, and of course Ethan Lennon retiring that damage having clipped the tyre wall. Well, that's just about all from me for day 1. I will join you early tomorrow morning. It's 9 AM local time for our first race of the day for the Bilstein Caterham Road Sport Championship. 8 AM UK time, of course. And it's racing all day with all the classes we've seen today, plus the Bilstein Caterham Road Sport Championship. We kick off at 9 o'clock local time, 8 AM UK time, with a full schedule of racing all day. All the qualifying is over and done with, so it's non-stop racing all day tomorrow. The only question will be, can my voice last the distance? Thanks to everybody here at Zandvoort for today. all the marshals and other officials, thanks to our camera crews and directors as well for bringing us the action. Thank you to the drivers for their entertainment. Been a very entertaining day of racing with some brilliant photo finishes in all our categories. And they're all back out again to do it all again tomorrow. Cars heading into Parc Fermé then. And in just a moment it'll be down to Ian Waterhouse in Parc Fermé to talk to our race winner and deliver the final word on day one here at Zandvoort. That's about all from me, and you down to Ian in a moment.
Yes, everybody, welcome down to Parc Fermé for the final time today. And here he is, it's the magic number 10 for Rocco Coronel. Let's wait for him to get out. We'll have a quick chat with him. 10th win of the season for the hometown hero. I'm just going to jump. So we've got a load of people filming here, so I'm really sorry. I'm going to really annoy people by jumping into their shots here. Rocco, the magic number 10. How does that, on home soil as well, how does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, to win here. Yeah, good season so far. So
does this one feel a little bit more special though, because it's home?
Yeah, because of course it's home. My family's here, so yeah, it feels good.
Fantastic, look, great race. You came under a bit of pressure though from Fred near the end, but you held him off.
Yeah, it was difficult because the slipstream is really big here, so they pull a lot here. I tried my best, but couldn't really hold them off. But at the end, I was a bit better. But they were good as well because they came from far, so yeah, good job to them as well.
Well done, Rocco. You don't want to talk to me. You want to go celebrate. Go on, go have a great time. Congratulations. Let's jump over here actually because we do have Fred Green. Wow, Fred, that was close in the end, wasn't it? You were edging and getting closer and closer. Nearly had it.
Yeah, it was very close at the line. Fortunately, Alfie was working with me, so we managed to get back to Rocco after he got a bit of a gap. Yeah, it wasn't quite good enough to get the win, but yeah, it wasn't too bad.
You've got another chance tomorrow. Is there anything you've learned from this race that you think, okay, maybe tomorrow I could do something slightly different?
Yeah, of course, with it being like my first race around here, you learn a lot in the racing side of it. I think our speed's quite good and we're starting a bit further up tomorrow, so see how we get on, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Great, mate, well done, congratulations, you'll be very proud. Great race indeed. Oh, there's Jarrett again. How you doing, Jarrett? All right, well done, mate. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's keep moving around. Of course, we did have Alfie Slater coming home in third. I'm not too sure where Alfie is. So what we'll do, we'll just move our way down and around, shall we, and just have a quick chat with one more driver down here. We'll just jump over here very quickly if we can and just find out how was that. How's Katarina, how was it? How was it out there? It was a good race?
Yeah, I struggled a bit with the pace, but overall I think it wasn't too bad.
Is this your first time around Zandvoort?
Yes, it's also my first year in Ginetta, so
Is
it's
it?
yeah.
What have you made of your experience in 2025?
I've been doing karting and I've won a few Asian Championship titles
amazing.
back home, so it's my first time in cars, so I'm very new to it, but I'm excited.
Well, you're very welcome at Ginetta, and thank you very much for talking to us. We do appreciate it. And there we go, everybody. Just like that, the day's action does draw to a close. Tomorrow, though, boy, oh boy, we have 12 races coming up for you from 9 o'clock. I believe that is 8 o'clock in the UK time. We are wall to wall all the way through the day, so make sure you come back to the BARC YouTube channel. We're also live on the F4 YouTube channel and of course at Caterham, so please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button. That is it from day one here at Zandvoort. We are back tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in and have a safe and easy night, everybody. Bye bye.